There's a new hard-drinking, foul-mouthed breed of young women running wild. The ladettes.
We don't know the half of it, what she gets up to. It's quite...
She's a drunken bum.
1 week ago, we began the most ambitious social experiment since My Fair Lady. We reopened an old-fashioned finishing school to see if we could turn 10 of Britain's most notorious ladettes into ladies. At first, they tried hard to be ladylike, but they soon reverted to their old ways. They quickly learnt that this finishing school is no joke.
Effort? None.
She failed in my class.
This week, it's getting tougher. They've got just 5 days to master haute cuisine for a dinner party with some eligible bachelors.
Basically, you've got yourself a mush. Good luck.
And while some will triumph...
Bravo! My souffle's just got a f***ing round of applause!
For others, it will be a disaster. And at least one girl will have to leave Eggleston Hall.
There is absolutely no hope.
It's the second week at Eggleston Hall Finishing School. As 8 ladettes make their way to breakfast dressed for cookery class, they have no idea of the huge challenge that lies ahead. Each girl has received a letter from a gentleman.
Sparrow down. Oh my God. We're cooking dinner, and that's what we've got to make.
Who did you get yours from?
Last week, the girls were introduced to a selection of eligible bachelors at a grand country house. These gentlemen have now accepted an invitation to dinner at Eggleston Hall.
I've got Charles.
You got Charles!
Charles.
It is because you said
This time, the ladettes, most of whom have never even been to a dinner party, will have to cook and serve a 5-course meal of restaurant standard.
Quail stuffed with pilaf, served with ginger, beurre blanc. Scallop finalists with sole. I'm going to poison him.
I don't even know what half that is. What the f*** is consom?
It's only the second week. All we've done is learn to boil an egg.
What's that? Rubbish.
Last week, one of the ladettes failed in cookery class. Another didn't want to choose a cocktail dress. Both were deemed unsuitable to be transformed into ladies and were promptly expelled.
I think the shock of them two going home on Saturday made us realise that if we want to stay here, we've really got to give it everything.
We've got to toe the line.
Now the girls know that they can be expelled for the slightest mistake. This evening, the staff have devised a test specifically to challenge these binge drinkers' resolve.
Please take a seat.
It's the girls' first cultural appreciation class, wine tasting. The girls must learn to choose the right wine for each course of the dinner party.
How excited! I've always wanted to do this. What is it?
I love my wines.
Visiting lecturer Joe Wadsack has brought along 33 wines, 3 champagnes and a selection of spirits for the girls to taste and spit out.
What you're doing is you're trying to put it in your mouth, you're trying to draw air through it, and then you taste it. Something like this, okay?
I'm sorry, but I don't spit. I swallow it every time.
We've got a lot of wine, so don't... Basically, if you don't like a wine, pour it away. There's plenty, okay? But take it easy, and you've got to listen.
This is just evil. This is just torture. I can't believe they're doing this to us.
Most of the girls, still traumatised by last week's expulsions, dutifully spit. But for Claire, the temptation is too great.
We live on alcohol throughout our week, going out socialising. This, not having it for so long.
It's heaven.
Claire has been sent to Eggleston Hall by her parents.
She's one of these new ladette, wants to be one of the lads, booze monsters.
I just can't help myself.
Nice one, bravo!
The finishing school is an opportunity to curb her wild ways.
I'm doing it to prove to my mum and dad that I can be a lady. I just want them to see a different side to the side that I portray to everybody.
We're desperate.
Last week, Claire was just inches away from expulsion.
I always find you very negative, bland and negative.
She was only saved by her dress sense. This week, she must try much harder if she is to survive.
I did not want to spit that out because it was absolutely fantastic.
Stop it.
I told you.
That would have been 50 quid
Did I tell
fine.
you?
I swear.
I've got 50 quid upstairs, it's all right.
Undeterred, she samples each of the 33 wines.
Excuse me, I didn't taste the last bit of alcohol. Can I have a little bit more, please?
Right, when I bought this, because it's made from...
But at least she's taking an interest in matching the wine with food.
Can I just ask, in our Ladette world, how does this taste after a kebab? Do you know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. You don't know. Whereas the kebabs, it's all skewers, it's all right.
Jesus.
Headmistress Jean Broke-Smith has heard the commotion.
What's happening? It's now 11:45.
Good heavens.
You've got 5 minutes now.
Thank you very much.
You're
My
right
pleasure.
there.
You're very sweet, thank you.
Not too good.
I'm cool.
Why are you looking a bit blotto? Come on, girls, quickly. You're right. Okay. Passed out. She's certainly gone.
Just one day into the week, and already Claire has made a spectacular blunder.
In any case, you girls go to sleep now. You've got a really big day ahead. Lights going out now.
Okay.
All right. Night. Sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow morning early.
Yep.
Okay.
The following morning, the Ladettes begin their crash course in haute cuisine.
Good morning, ladies. I believe you've seen the menu.
Yes.
Right, you've got to do the whole thing. All right, from start to finish, with no help from me whatsoever. You're also going to have to do the flower arranging. You're going to have to serve the whole thing yourself as well. Now, it's an enormous challenge. With no further ado, let's start off with the bread. Come on, bring it forward and turn. OK, off we go.
Rosemary Schrager runs Swinton Park, one of Britain's leading cookery schools. She has impeccable standards.
Hands, please, flour, please. Flour your hands, Jessica. I want clean hands.
We described her as Hitler with tits. You've just got to get on their side, and to get on their side, you've got to work hard. And I think it's going to take a lot of hard work to please Rosemary in the kitchen.
Come on, try it again, come on.
Jessica has come to Eggleston Hall because she wants to cultivate a more demure image.
I want to be able to come across as being Lady Jessica.
Last week, she was criticised for her insolence.
She's got major attitude, major attitude.
Now she must excel in class if she is to survive at the finishing school.
Faster, please, faster.
And Rosemary Schrager is teaching a dessert which challenges even the most experienced chefs.
Come on, I want to hear my whole pass.
The soufflé.
Listen, why did you put so many in there, can I ask you? Basically, you've got yourself a mush. Good luck.
The slightest margin of error will result in disaster.
OK, go on, quickly, get them in, get them in. OK. There's going to be a lot of pressure because they are going to have to do every single thing, virtually from start to finish. And that's going to be pressure because it's going to be down to time. They're going to panic.
Well done.
If you're going to ask me the question, can they do it? The answer is, I don't think so.
At Eggleston Hall Finishing School, each girl is required to see moral tutor Jill Harbord. She taught flower arranging at the original finishing school for 23 years and is the last bastion of the Eggleston tradition.
Come in.
After getting drunk at wine appreciation, Claire is summoned to discuss the obstacles to becoming a lady, bringing evidence of her past Ladette life with her.
Mr. Wadsack told me that your behaviour was over the top in every way.
Yeah, I agree
and
with that.
What made you do it?
I just got totally drunk and abused the whole situation of it all, really.
Why get that bad? I mean,
I know. I just get carried away with all my friends.
Can I see your photographs that I see you've got there? Thank you. Now, explain to me where these are.
That is on a booze cruise in Tenerife.
Right, and you went on this cruise purely to get drunk?
Yes, that was the
So it didn't matter at all about the scenery, about anything?
No, we did. We did have a look.
Here we have you again drinking in your nurse's outfit. Explain this horrendous photograph.
This photograph...
To me, that is just disgusting.
Well, basically, this was an Ann Summers party. There again, I was drunk.
I think that is absolutely revolting. Her drinking is horrendous, but we've still got to try and work on her, and she needs a lot of refining.
Claire may have been tested in the wine tasting, but there is much worse to come in Rosemary Schrager's class.
You're all going to do a quail now. There's your little quail. Now, the first thing you've got to do is lift this skin up. You've got to be careful. What's the matter, Claire?
I feel sick.
No, Claire, sit down. Come on, you have to do it, which is up there. You go.
Most of the girls have never even heard of these ingredients, let alone touch them. And Claire has a phobia about raw meat.
Anything that's got the bits still in it, it just freaks me out, totally.
Now, I'm just going to take you through a scallop, how it should be done.
Unfortunately, the main course is even more challenging. The girls are required to dissect and gut the shellfish themselves.
And by pulling that, or you take the intestines, that's the intestines, this is the lung. Right, you're going to have to take the membrane around the outside.
Can you just do me a favour and not say the words, be it like the intestines and stuff? Seriously?
But they're in front of you.
Yeah,
But you have to know what you're doing, though. Just do exactly the same. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Just do it by feel. Can you feel the membrane coming off the outside? Can you? That's it. Just keep going round. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You've done it.
I'm a ladette. I was a ladette. You know, big, bossy. But put anything like this in front of me, you know. But it's something that we got to do, but it was just so hard.
Also, it'll help you in life to have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you need confidence in yourself, and it's all to do with that.
Eggleston Hall runs the traditional finishing school curriculum. The girls are constantly being assessed, and if they don't show progress, they will be expelled. Teacher Jill Harbord has a class of botanical novices.
Can you tell me what that is?
I haven't got a clue.
Pieces. You can see that I've got a piece of wire netting, 20 gauge, 2-inch mesh, sitting over the oasis, which has been soaked already.
The girls' flower arrangements will be put to the test at the dinner party.
Now look, what is this hedge clipping for here? No, that's the wrong one, you ninny. There. Now I want you to have a rest from that. Go round and look at other people's. Don't look at that, please, for a moment.
And when I've been given flowers before, they're like, you know, they just come straight in a bunch. So it's like, cut the bottom.
Band around the bottom.
You hold them, cut the band, stick them in a vase and let go. And however they fall, that's how they stay till they're dead.
You're happy, aren't you, really? You're happy that you've been bought flowers.
Michelle is a gas fitter, distinctly lacking in feminine graces. She feels at home in the local greasy spoon with her work colleagues, but she no longer wants to be seen as one of the lads.
I want to be a lady, and to be treated like a lady, you have to act like a lady. I can't walk around like a navvy and eat like a pig and expect it to be taken to decent restaurants.
Last week, despite these disadvantages, she excelled in deportment, but appears to have few of the skills necessary to flourish at Eggleston Hall.
Those.
Not those. Oh.
Those. Those.
Better.
Those.
In speech, Kate Forrester is trying to move the girls on from simple vowel sounds to full sentences.
Blow, blue, bubbles, through.
Through. No, look at your mirror. Don't look at me.
Through.
Through.
I'm trying to give them a universal speech so that wherever they are, it will be acceptable, people will understand them.
Through.
That's it.
And they're not sounding toffee-nosed. They simply are not. And I think it's just maybe would open doors to them.
In the 50s, dressmaking was an essential skill for young ladies to create fashionable one-off designs, as there was little to buy in the shops.
It's going to end up like something out of the knob shop, this is.
French knickers were the classic exercise at finishing schools. But the ladettes, more used to thongs than bloomers, aren't impressed.
Oh, Rachel!
Let's sticky on your tights. Very nice, Hayley. Lovely.
You'll fit you. Well done.
All right, you know. Right, can I get a small tub of jelly deals, please?
Hayley is a classic Cockney.
I'm common as muck. They call me Eliza Doolittle. I've got no ladylikeness at all.
She was nominated by her boss to sort out her strong accent and foul mouth. Last week, she was castigated for bullshiness.
Screw you, man. You're boring if you ain't having a giggle.
Was hopeless in speech class.
Cake.
No.
But saved by her appearance at the cocktail party. This week, to avoid expulsion, she must progress in speech and watch her language.
Oh, look, bloody stupid.
I beg your pardon.
You look
Hayley.
Sorry.
Hayley.
Sorry.
You look
Been so well behaved.
Why do you let yourself down?
Oh, too excited.
Excited.
I never imagined it to be this much hard work. I honestly thought I was coming here for a holiday, so I packed my bags, coming away to relax. No chance. You've got to have to broom up your ass as well and sweep the floor while you're at it.
After lessons, girls must do homework, and for Hayley, that means speech practice.
Burn. Sand.
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 No, you're saying sand. You got that and.
Sound.
Sand.
Sand.
That's it. Sand.
And. Sand.
Yes.
Band.
Yes!
Is that better?
That was better.
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 Homework continues in the local pub. Last week, they got drunk and caused outrage in the village, which almost triggered an expulsion. Tonight, they've been given a chance to redeem themselves and are able to show the locals their new refinements.
We would like to whip your arses. Yeah. Hand, bring it round.
Unemployed Rachel spends her time partying. After a few drinks, she gets out of control and can't keep her hands to herself.
Well, if there's men in the room, I'd usually start perving, and I just forget where I am and how I need to act.
She's been sent to Eggleston by her parents, who want her to learn how to behave.
I want to do this because I want to prove to my old man that I can be a lady.
Can finishing school teach her that a bit of decorum might attract the opposite sex?
Straighten the legs, I'm sitting like a lady and everything. And look, wine glass.
What was that?
Apart from the line of your skirt,
Having visited the pub without causing any major offence, Claire rings home. Usually a call to her parents would mean she was drunk and not coming back. But now she tells them she's deboned a quail, gutted a scallop, and can say the word sand as well as anyone.
I'm just proud of myself, proud of getting them words from my mother saying, Claire, you're doing me proud. And you think, hang on a minute, I haven't been praised for this for so long, and now it's like, we love you, Claire. It's like, thank you.
With 2 days to go before the dinner party, Rosemary Schrager needs to know if the girls are up to the challenge.
This is Eggleston Hall Finishing School tradition. You're going to cook for the teachers. Yes. Now, you are incredibly privileged to be doing this. You'll be cooking for the principal, myself, and Mrs. Harbord, and a friend.
The Ladettes have 3 hours to produce a 3-course dinner, without any help from Rosemary.
Can't serve that, it's disgustingly cloudy, it's got to be clear.
This is really horrible. It's like glue. Look, it's horrible. Our souffles won't rise, they're going to sink. It'll be like the Titanic.
Titanic. It all goes tits up, doesn't it?
At 8 o'clock, the 3 staff and their guest take seats for dinner.
Ladylike behaviour.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you.
With the first course of cloudy consommé in the bin, it's essential they impress with the scallop and sole main course. But the Ladettes have mislaid something vital.
Except we do need some plates.
I'm so sorry. There's no plates.
Eventually, plates are found, but they've forgotten to warm them up.
They don't have a background. It's cool.
Fuck 'em, man. Fuck 'em.
Now it depends how long it takes to put something on it.
The staff expect the girls to be knowledgeable about the food.
Hayley, would you like to tell us the sauce this is?
I'm going to have to confer with my chef on this one.
Shallot, fish, Vermont, and let's hope she chokes on it. You can. S, shallots, next.
She's doing my heading. She needs laying out, man, I tell ya.
Honey, oh no, you're sweating too much.
Why didn't she know?
I don't understand.
I mean, if she made it, why didn't she know?
Honey.
Champagne, capers. Stick it up her arse.
Shallots, Vermont, double cream.
Dare she upset Hayley? Are we not under enough pressure?
My pastry's extremely chewy.
Seems a bit salty.
My soul just...
It's tough, I can see.
Quite tough.
Overcooked.
In spite of the Ladettes' best efforts, the staff are hypercritical. Will the soufflé redeem the evening?
I've got a soufflé that is flat. This is not the
Yes.
soufflé
No,
that they must present
no,
on Saturday.
no,
It's as simple as that.
exactly.
Absolutely no way in a million years. There's no way.
After the disastrous trial run of the dinner, Rosemary needs to get tough.
The soufflé, 1 out of 4 succeeded. 1. What is consommé?
It's clear.
Right, what was it yesterday? Cloudy? But it was rubbish. The crust should be at the top, Jessica, not at the bottom. I don't want to be embarrassed sitting at that table in the dining room having to explain this is really horrible food. I'm being really strict with them. I mean, I'm really strict because I've had to be, because quite frankly, they'll walk all over me. They won't listen. If I'm not strict, they won't listen.
As befits her role as deputy headmistress, Rosemary is equally strict on general behaviour.
If you want the truth, it's complete shit.
I'm going to fine you £10. I want you to bring it after class, please.
I'm going to fine you for swearing, man. It's partly human language. It's just work, if you ask me. Like, but I said it up before.
Geordie Sarah Jane delights in vulgarity.
Take that one!
But she's sincere about wanting to change.
I want to make a difference in myself. I do.
So far, she's been trying remarkably hard.
I wrote 7 pages on bloody flower arranging.
But now the tomboy's beginning to revert to her old ways.
It's not going to stop me from swearing, though. Just I'll just not swear when she's here.
As the dinner party draws closer, the Ladettes are finding it's increasingly hard to keep their composure. As part of the challenge, they'll have to make a centrepiece for the dinner table, which will be judged by Jill Harbord.
It's just so goddamn complicated.
Where do you go? Where do you go? Show me.
Inspiration does not come cheap. And as I've only got £2 in my purse, thank you for that, Sarah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, while I was waiting in the hall, I think I heard the most enormous burp possible.
Who was it? I'm sorry. I really want to laugh. I'm sorry, you shouldn't make me laugh.
No, it's not funny. Right, okay.
After her drunken behaviour at the wine tasting, Claire's desperate to make a better impression on the staff, and it might be paying off.
I would not recognise that at all as yours, going on what you produced last week. You have surprised me enormously.
Get in there. Sorry.
Having shocked Jill Harbord with her burp, it's Sarah Jane's turn for a grilling.
Do you go out a lot with these men?
It's mainly men that I'm out with. All the guys used to say that they could beat me at drinking tequila slammers, and as you can see, they couldn't. I'm nearly finished, and I've got my lime ready there, and I won as per usual.
That actually isn't a particularly nice thing to be proud of.
I mean, it's not nothing to be proud of as in lady terms speak, but
no.
Obviously as a ladette, it's quite an achievement.
As to do this in front of anyone, the whole attitude there I find just not very ladylike. I feel I've seen a side to Sarah Jane that I would never have thought was there. This wild, rather, well, I think some of those photographs were really rather nasty.
It's the day of the dinner party challenge. After the disaster of the trial run, the ladettes have to excel if they are to prove themselves in front of their teachers and guests.
Girls?
But already, they're late.
I'm going to say 2 minutes.
Well, hurry up. All right, well, you've got 5 minutes.
I'm shitting a brick. If you're crap, you know you're just executed tomorrow, so that is why everyone is really trying hard.
April is trying harder than anyone. The intensive care nurse and party animal disgraced herself last week.
You fucking poor old bastard!
But since then, she's been a model of diligence and is desperate to succeed in cookery.
Yeah, I work under pressure at work all the time, and it's kind of like that. And a bit of my nursing coming to fruition here. I'm sewing together some skin, so there you go. Doing some little sutures, so.
I should be fine. Should be. I'm saying should instead of I will be, in case I look stupid when I bugger everything up later.
I could lay bricks with that. Can you break their legs and take their
They're not
bones out?
legs. Is it a vegetable?
No, honestly, I can just...
The girls are working in teams, and the 2 least talented cooks have been put together.
Jessica, Hayley, come and choose the wine quickly.
The girls are expected to remember enough from the wine tasting to select the wines for the courses.
OK, I'm going to be timing you, so basically start off with consommé, please.
At the dinner, Joe Wadsack will judge if they're as skilled in choosing wine as drinking it.
No, you're not allowed to read the labels. You should know by now. You should have learned last night. You had time. That's for the consommé. They didn't know what they were doing at all. They had absolutely no idea.
Rosemary has even less confidence in Claire, having seen her drunken state at the wine tasting.
OK, now we're going to start off. Claire, I'm surprised you actually can remember anything. Consommé, please.
That's sherry.
This is sherry.
Yeah.
Astonishingly, Claire has recalled some wine knowledge.
She's not done too badly at all.
The ladettes will each cook and serve 5 courses for 3 guests.
Oh, you are screwing with me.
And Hayley's drawn the short straw. She's cooking for Rosemary Schrager.
Come on, people, give us a break. I mean, the 2 twits of the group, all we do is laugh, yeah? We've had to contain ourselves today. And they're putting me out there for Schrager. The consommé is going to be in her lap.
And the bottom line is, two of us, you know, could go home tomorrow because we just haven't, you know, you're just not cutting the mustard.
My bags are packed. My bags are packed.
It's 8 o'clock and the guests are gathering in the common room, including some of the eligible bachelors the girls met at last week's cocktail party.
They've been longing for you lot to come.
Really? Oh, fuck off. Why don't they just go to McDonald's? Right, I need a pan, I need a pan.
Dinner must be served on the dot of 8:30.
Stop burning that because you're just going to melt it down. Leave it, take it off the heat.
Oh my God, who's done that to my quail?
You didn't tie the legs together, mate. I did on one of them.
We heard that with a bit of alcohol, they actually returned to their Ladette roots.
Their tolerance for drink is obscene. They've got enough wine that they'd kill a rugby team.
Let's go, Claire.
I say because I haven't got no time to fucking start revising fucking bottles of wine.
Now we have to go through this one.
After 5 days of intensive preparation, the moment of truth has arrived. The first course is a consommé, and it's a triumph to be serving it at all after the disaster of the trial run.
Everybody ready?
What are we drinking?
This is sherry.
Sherry? No, that's Sauternes.
If she'd paid more attention during wine tasting, Hayley would have known what a sherry bottle looks like. Unfortunately, she selected the worst wine possible, a sweet Sauternes. Unlike their last attempt, the consommé is not cloudy. In fact, it's all too clear.
Rosemary?
Yes.
Hair.
Hair, right, excuse me, would you come through? We would take this, we found hair in the soup.
I would have been happy.
Hair in the soup.
Hair in the soup. Would you please take it out?
One of my guests sent the soup back because there was a lot of hair in it. So we just had to take the soup away and replace it with a new one. I'd just like to apologise on behalf of myself and for the early incident. And we hope the rest of them was a lot more.
Thank you very much. I shall take it on those grounds. Thank you very much.
Our consommé is quite dilute, and it's just under seasoned.
And it was so close, yet so far, and a little seasoning would have made it fantastic. And as it was, I felt it was, I'm afraid, hot water, but not even hot.
From the comments I've just heard, I'm surprised they can speak. They must have their heads so far up their own arses.
The second course is stuffed quail on a vegetable julienne with a ginger beurre blanc sauce.
Where's everybody's sauce? Because it's taking such a long time. It's all going cold. I mean, I don't know where the sauce is. Would you check?
I thought everything was going far too well.
What are we going to do with this? Champagne, seasoned cheese.
Fuck's sake. We put the champagne in the wrong sauce.
What's happening with the sauce?
I've just reheating it.
Right, hurry up, because you know this is no good. You can't wait so long.
She wants sauce. She goes to, I guess this sauce coming. We've got no sauce. Shit, man. Just saying, there's only one person made the sauce. It's not enough to go around. Sorry.
We left it on the hob and the butter separated. And that happened with 3 of us, so there's only one survivor.
The 12 guests will have to pass the solitary sauce around.
I'll tell you what I'm going to write down. I'm going to write down lumpy sauce.
Ours is just so overpowering.
Joe Wadsack is judging the wine choices, and he's not impressed with Sarah Jane's selection.
That is explosive. I mean, it must decimate the dish. It's probably the opposite of the wine you want.
Unlike Hayley, who apologised for the hair in the soup, criticism brings out Sarah Jane's aggressive streak.
She's going to lay someone out in a minute.
The Eggleston Hall dinner party looks like it's heading for a disaster. It's a crucial moment for the Ladettes. So far, nothing has gone right with the dinner. Can they turn the gastronomic tide with the main course? A scallop feuilleté with a fillet of sole and a champagne sauce. This endeavour was an embarrassment at the trial dinner. Will it pass muster this evening?
It has a sort of the essence of the champagne there, yet it's not overpowering.
I tell you, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't fault that.
Right, I thought it was just perfectly sort of buttery. Really nice.
Brilliant. I'm pleased you liked it.
I am impressed. I can't believe it. But I have to tell you, until this meal is over, I'm not going to relax.
Next comes the hardest test of all, the soufflé. On the trial run, only one person got this right. Have the girls made a runny base, over-whipped the egg whites, or made the oven too hot? If so, the soufflé will be a total flop.
This is crunch time, Mrs. This is the big mama.
Come on, get out, son.
I've worked my bollocks off and I ain't even got any.
I've got sweaty ones at that and I haven't even got any.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Right, I'm trying it. Where's the sorbet?
The first and second soufflés are of impressive height.
Thank you so much.
And April's is a towering masterpiece.
These two now.
Bravo!
My souffle's just got a fucking round of applause. Round of applause for the souffles.
Rachel, I have to say your team is clearly the Uber team in the kitchen.
To the both.
But for Sarah Jane, it's all gone horribly flat.
Collapsed, maybe.
Oh man, for fuck's sake.
April's soaring soufflé attracts the gentleman's attention.
We came to see what was going on in the kitchen. It's fabulous. You've obviously been working extremely hard because I couldn't produce something like that. I've wrestled with many an artichoke and even a baked potato, so you've proved yourselves in a week to be better chefs than I think most of London could portray. So well done.
That's fantastic.
Thank you for a lovely dinner. And
I think they're too loud. First impressions. You know, don't grab me. I won't go out on the beer with them. They're just too pretentious.
The girls have managed to produce a 5-course gourmet dinner, give or take the odd sauce. But have they managed to impress Rosemary Schrager?
Well, I'm going to tell you. OK, no, wait, are you all here? Can you all come to me? Yeah. Can you all, everybody come here? OK, right. But I have to tell you, yes.
Are we allowed a bottle each of wine?
The standards of Eggleston Hall are remorselessly high. The following morning, the ladettes must undergo their end-of-week assessments. One by one, they must face the staff and persuade them that they have the potential to become ladies. The price of failure is harsh. At the end of these interviews, one of the ladettes will be expelled, and a taxi is already waiting to take her away.
Claire?
The girls are judged not only on their performance at the dinner party, but on their progress and attitude throughout the week.
Right. You were totally out of your head the other night.
Yes.
You passed out, basically.
Your Ladette self takes over, like an evil being in you.
Yes. But no, I want to give it my all.
Otherwise, there is absolutely no hope.
I'm finding it quite difficult, yeah.
In what way?
The whole dressing and the makeup and the having to take off my tongue piercing, things like that.
All I can see sitting in front of me is that very large burp. Horrible to hear at the best of times.
There's not much I can say to that. I'm looking at you and all I can see is a burp. But first I'm looking at you and all I can see is your fucking chin waving at us, you know what I mean? For fuck's sake. I don't know who the fuck they think they are talking to me like that, like, just because she went to fucking Lucy Clayton's. Fuck her.
I really hope you're not going to waste 5 weeks of our precious time.
Really? You need to grow up.
And yesterday, I really felt that I rose to the challenge, and I'm so proud of myself.
She's very immature.
You do tend to be a little bit loud sometimes.
I think I've calmed down an awful lot.
Did you drink the wine, or did you spit yours out?
I actually spat mine out.
Good.
That
It's much better than last week. I've still got to calm down though, but that's just me. That's my personality. I'm loud, I'm mad. I'll stuff them.
The hair is a mess. She's looking a bit scruffy, I personally think, this week.
Tell you what, to be a lady, you've got to have a face like a beaten birthday cake, curled up to the nines with makeup. Your hair's got to be super slick. And you've got to stand there with a broom shoved up your backside, not saying anything to anyone.
Do you want to be a lady when you leave here?
Yes, I do. To be able to go to different places, to be accepted, and not to feel ashamed of how I look or how I stand.
It's adequate, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for an awful lot more commitment than that.
I've hit a plateau. I'm not trying hard enough.
What's a plateau?
They can't. I'm bobbing. I'm not rocking.
When the staff have seen all 8 ladettes, it's time to decide their fate.
Does she go or does she stay?
And this week, it doesn't take them long to reach a unanimous verdict.
I really think that it's all become far too much for her and she can't cope.
She seems to have lost her personality, totally.
She shouldn't stay here. She should just go.
We have a very high standard at this finishing school, as I think you realise. This is a competitive diploma course, and we're looking for the girl who has the greatest potential for transformation. Right, Hayley.
Hayley's still struggling with speech, and she's shown little flair for cookery, but she dealt gracefully with the hair in the soup.
I shall take it on those grounds. Thank you very much.
I think that the service that you gave to the guests last night was fantastic. I think you're beginning to understand the values of this finishing school. Am I right? Yes? You can stay. All right, Sarah.
Sarah Newman's great strength last week was deportment. Unfortunately, a twisted ankle has put paid to that, and she hasn't been able to take part.
I'm afraid it is no longer realistic for you to continue here. We're not expelling you, it is just for medical reasons. Michelle.
Last time, Michelle got top marks, but this week the gasfitter has failed to impress.
I'm sorry to say the fact that you are a little bit older, and I think that this sometimes can be quite difficult. You've come a long way. I still think you've got a long way to come. You know, you've really, really got to work hard. At this point, you can stay. Oh, Claire.
Claire's week got off to a bad start. But amazingly, she chose the correct wines, made the finest flower arrangement, and progressed in cookery.
You were a total disgrace, weren't you, at the wine appreciation? However, you have overcome your fears in your cookery classes, and I think that that is very good. So, at this time, you can stay. But no more of your hijinks that you've done before. I'm moving on to Sarah Jane.
Hardened tomboy Sarah Jane was always an unlikely candidate for finishing school. To begin with, she tried desperately hard. But this week, the Geordie is reverting to type.
If becoming a lady is causing you so much stress, after much consideration, I'm afraid reluctantly we have decided to invite you to leave. I think rather now than later.
No, I'd rather go because I really don't think this is for me. If this is what being a lady's all about, I don't want nothing to do with it.
You are going, and I'd like you to go now.
At all. I'm really attentive. Well, they're a bunch of bitches and I want nothing to do with them. I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with me and I'm happy the way I am. I love my football shirts, I love my beer, I love drinking, I love burping, I love farting. I mean, win's funny, man. Do you know what I mean?
Once again, the girls are shocked by the news. But now they realise that some ladettes will never be ladies.
Maybe it is the right decision. If she doesn't want to conform, if she doesn't want to do it, maybe it is the right decision. But we're just all gutted because we love her.
All my values and my rules that I've lived by, they're trying to tell me that that's wrong and that we shouldn't be outspoken and we shouldn't have opinions, and I'm sorry, but I am opinionated. I can't wait to see my mum. I'm going to be like, Ma, it didn't fucking work, like. You really bastard.
She's got a bare middle, sleeveless.
Little T-shirt thing.
Little T-shirt.
And it's blowing a gale out there. It must be freeze-ation.
Take care. Well, do you think back to as they were before? Do you think they'll remember some things?
No, don't think
You
so.
don't think
for a
so?
minute. No, I don't. Not when you saw that reaction at the end.
Yes, perhaps you're right.
I got expelled from every school I've ever been to.